Okay, hi everyone. This week I decided to pick two videos that I actually really enjoy. Um, the first one for the company is one that just recently came out in the past 2 weeks and has basically caught on like wildfire, and the other one is a classic that's been around for about 2 years now. So the first one is Chipotle, and for those of you who don't know, Chipotle just came out with this viral ad, like I said, about 2 weeks ago, and basically I've created sort of a timeline here on the slide, but you could see that this little scarecrow goes to work in a food factory, and he sees all the crazy things that go on with, inserting the chicken with antibiotics, and he just becomes really depressed. The whole ad is about 3 minutes long. You kind of see how depressed he is working there. And finally, one day he gets back to his farm and he discovers a how appropriate, Chipotle pepper, and decides to quit working at the factory and start his own farm. And the end of the ad highlights him making fresh tacos at a stand, and everybody loves them. Um, so I'll just give you a quick preview of that really briefly. Um, and so basically, it started on YouTube. The Scarecrow is also a game on the iPhone. It's been spread via Facebook and Twitter. I think that this has been a pretty effective ad so far. As you can see here, 6,586,233 views in only 2 weeks. So I mean, it's massive. It's spreading like wildfire, and it's definitely a success because this, as we saw in our readings, while the slower circulation of information online may ultimately result in much deeper saturation within culture. So now that this is spreading, it's getting deeper. So even if it were to be on TV, it would just be a blip. And now this has the opportunity to spread. You can see it over and over again. And basically, what the commercial highlights is that Chipotle uses fresh food. Um, and we'll get to that later. But the origins, obviously, within the Chipotle company, spread via social media, and there have been tons of news articles on this advertisement so far because it's been so has gotten such mixed reviews. Many people are saying, well, you know what, this is different. I like this. It kind of shows that Chipotle is taking an active stance in creating fresh ingredients. However, there's some irony to it because Chipotle is owned by McDonald's, so it's, like, well, these are the same people who are putting out Big Macs, and we just saw Fast Food Nation, so it's kind of, up and down, and a lot of these articles have pointed out the irony. I will say it's a very entertaining ad. It's very melancholy. You have Fiona Apple singing a very depressed version of Imagination from Willy Wonka as he's going throughout the ad, and so I mean, like I said, the ad has received mixed reviews because of the irony in that, Chipotle, is it really fresh? It's still fast food. This isn't like some taco stand. They're not using farm fresh ingredients. So, so far it'll be interesting to see what happens as this continues to circulate through social media. The organic advertisement I decided to use is Ultimate Dog Teas. Many of you might know this video. His master is telling him about how he had delicious maple bacon, and the dog is basically just freaking out, and then at the end of the ad we find out that his owner gave him chicken with cat treats to the cat, and he was not happy that the cat got treats and he didn't, so it was very depressing for him, but it's received tons of views, and I mean, this was definitely successful. It's been all over the place. So, I mean, very brief, only a minute and a half, but use of media: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Mashable. The origins is a YouTube account called Talking Animals. It was number 2 on YouTube's 2011 top 10 list. So far, you can see this number right here. That's to date, and that's over the past 2 years. And it was spread on social media, and then it got so huge that it was featured on Good Morning America. Massive success. It inspired a similar cat video from the same user that hasn't received quite as many views, but is still up there. And like I said, definitely successful, and in terms of our readings, illustrates that spreadability assumes a world where mass content gets repositioned as it enters into a range of different niche communities. And I would say that this is something that happened with this video because it was first kind of spread among animal lovers, and then people who were just clicking on it kind of saw that, oh my god, this is actually really funny. So it spread that way. Um, and I just want to show you the two videos that I picked as well. Just give you a brief, especially the scarecrow video. So I'll just show you a couple seconds of the beginning.
Come with me and
You can hear the very melancholy music in the background.
Take a look and you'll see into your imagination.
So you can see he's going through the factory, and he's pretty depressed at how the food is being treated.
With the spin, traveling in a world of my creation, what we'll see will defy explanation.
And this is kind of a key part for him. Yep. So then at the end, he discovers the pepper. Then he builds his own farm, and he has a taco stand, and that's basically, the taco stand is supposed to be Chipotle. Whether, like I said, whether that's true or not, this commercial itself has just received such mixed reviews because it's still fast food, and they're kind of advocating that they have fresh ingredients, and whether or not that's true is, very controversial, as it is with many fast food restaurants. And then obviously we all are familiar with this.
Food. I just couldn't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I went to the fridge and I opened up the meat drawer. You know what the meat drawer is, right?
Yeah. What was in there?
Well, I'll tell you what was in there. You know that bacon that's like maple? It's got maple flavor.
The maple kind, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I took that out and I thought,
Yeah.
I know who would like that. Me. So I ate it.
Oh, no.
So, you get the idea. It's a voiceover with the dog, and like it's pretty funny. And like I said, it spread like wildfire. So that is this week's assignment, and thanks for tuning